Good morning, dear children. Today we will start with exercise 3.3, which we were discussing in the previous lecture. Today we have done till wants to arrange 2000 students in the form of rows and column for PT display. If the number of rows is equal to the number of column and 64 students could not be accommodated in this arrangement, find the number of rows. Now the PT students wants that the students should be arranged in a equal number of row and column, means like this and this, equal number of row and equal number of column. So 2000 students are there. From 2000 student he is having 64 student extra, means if he is arranging in row and column in equal number of row and column, then he is getting 64 students extra. So we know that, so from the question it is clear that from 2064 students are extra, so we will subtract. So we will see the solution, how we will do it. Total number of student in a school is 2000. The PT student has to arrange in such a way the number of rows will be equal to the number of students in each row. Therefore, by doing this, 64 students are left, means 64 students are extra here. So first what we will do, we will take out 64 from 2000, it will come 1936. Now 1936 we will take out, means 1936 will be the square of any number. So to take out whose square is 1936, we will do prime factorization. Now prime factorization, it is a pair of 2, then 2 and then 11, means 2 into 2 into 11, it is 11. So answer is equal to 1936. Now next question, question number 9. In a school, the student of class 8 collected rupees 2304 for a picnic. Each student contributed as many rupees as the number of student in the class. Find the number of student in the class. It is said that each student contributed as many rupees as the number of student in the class. For example, if 50 students are there, they have collected 50 rupees. For example, if they are having 40 students in the class, they have collected 40 rupees. Means again we have to take out how much money or how many students are there in the class. Both will be equal, and money which is collected in the class is 2304. Again we have to see that this 2304 is the square of which number. See the solution here. In a school, student of class 8 collected for contribution 2304. Number of student is equal to number of rupees contribute each student. Number of student is equal to, means is equal to number of rupees contributed by each student. Therefore, we will take out the prime factorization, or we can say we will take out the square root. We are taking here square root by prime factorization method. When we have taken out square root 2304, now one pair of 2, then another pair of 2, then another pair of 2, another pair of 2, and then 3, means 2 into 2 into 2 into 2 into 3. Both are equal. Therefore, we can say that 48 students are there and 48 rupees has been collected from the class. Now next question, question number 10. The product of two numbers is 7260. If one number is 15 times the other, find the other number. Two numbers are there. Their product is, two numbers are there. Their product is equal to 7260. one number, it is said, if one number is 15 times the other number we also don't know. So let one number be x. Therefore, the second number will be, it is written in the question, 15 times the other. It will be 15 into x. You will get 15x. Now, one number is x you have assumed and other number is 15x. So, what you will get? You will get 15x square. Means 15x square will be equal to 7260. That what it is written here, 15x square is equal to 7260. Now, x square will be equal to 7260 upon 15, means x square will be equal to 484. X square will be equal to 484. Now, when square will go to the other hand side, it will change into square root. X will be equal to square root of 484. Now, we will take out square root with prime factorization method. When we will take out square root with prime factorization method, what will come? 20. Say x is 22. Other number will be 15 into x, means 22 into 15, that will come 330. So, one number will be 22 and the other number will be 330. Next question, question number 11. Find three positive numbers in the ratio 2:3:5 where the sum of whose square is 950. Three positive numbers are given and their sum of whose square. So first we have to take out the square of all the three numbers. Now, ratio in three numbers is 2:3:5. Here what we can say is, according to that question, first number will be 2x, second number will be 3x, third number will be 5x. Now, according to question, sum of whose square means 2x ka square, 3x ka square, 5x ka square, and when we will add all these number, answer will come 950. It is according to question, sum of whose square. Now, when we will do square, 2 2s are 4 and x square. Here 9x square, 5 5s are 25 and x square. When we will add it, 4x, 9x and 25, it will come 38x square is equal to 950. Then we can write x square will be equal to 950 is equal to 25. In the previous question also we have discussed, when square goes to the other hand, it change into square root. Therefore, we can write x is equal to under root 25. Now, when we will take out the square root of 25, it will come 5. Therefore, we can say first number is equal to 2x. Therefore, 2 into 5, that is 10. Second number is equal to 3 into 5, that is 3 5s are 15. Third number is equal to 5x, means 5 into 5, that is equal to 25. So, all the three numbers, positive numbers will be 10, 15 and 25. Now, question number 12. Question number 12 is, the perimeter of two squares are 60 meters and 144 meter respectively. Two squares are given whose perimeter is given. Find the perimeter of another square whose equal in area to the sum of first two square. Question is given that there are two square whose perimeter is given. Perimeter is given. It is given the perimeter of two squares are 60 meters and 144 meter. Now, we have to find out the perimeter of another square whose square equal in the area to the sum of first two square. Equal in the area of the first two square. So from here it is given perimeter. Therefore, equal to the area of these two squares. So first we will take out the area of these two squares. To take out the area of these two squares, we have to take out the side of these two squares. Now first here it is written perimeter of first square is 60 meter. Perimeter of first square is 60 meter. Therefore side will be equal to 60 divided by 4 means 15 meter. Now second square perimeter is 144. So side will be equal to 144 upon 4, that is 36. Now sum of perimeter. Next here what we have got the area. Here we have got the side of first square. So we can take out the area of first square. So 15 into 15 means 15 ka square. Now here also 36 into 36 means 36 ka square. Now here you can see 152. It is not 152. It is 15 ka square plus 36 ka square. Why we have added? Because in the question it is written, find the perimeter of another square equal in area to the sum of first two square. Therefore we have taken out the area of first two square and we have added it. When we have added it, we have got 1521. We have got the area 1521. Means the third square what we have got, its area is equal to 1521. But according to question we have to take out perimeter. But we have got here area. So area we have got and we have to take out side. So side will be equal to under root area, and when we will take out the square root of 1521, we will get 39. Means side is equal to 39, and when we will take out the perimeter, 4 into side. So 4 into side means 4 into 39, that is equal to 156. Here do the correction also, not 3 into side, it is 4 into side. Now this was all exercise 3.3. In the next lecture we will discuss about 3.4.